New tonight, a West Michigan man toting a gun in the airport caught at the security checkpoint. It's a case that's prompting us to ask questions, and tonight we're exposing a disturbing national trend: more guns in more airports all over the nation. 24-hour News 8's Leon Hendricks spoke with a man who had that weapon at Ford International, and Leon's live tonight with some new information. Leon?
Brian, good evening. They are calling it a trend. Why it's happening is anyone's guess, but it's usually an innocent slip-up, just like it was here yesterday morning at the Gerald R. Ford International. And the moral of the story really is to check and double-check your bags, because if you don't, you could end up not on the trip you booked, and instead booked in the jail instead.
I was a few hours at the airport. Yeah.
It didn't take long for William Bennett to realize what must have happened when he was stopped by the TSA and had to wait for the police to show up.
When my bag was flagged in security, it dawned on me.
TSA officers found this .40 caliber handgun loaded in his carry-on bag. More than a no-no, but an arrestable misdemeanor crime.
When it happened, of course, it's kind of scary. You're embarrassed and you feel foolish.
The TSA tracks when things like this happen and has seen a noticeable increase in people forgetting to leave the guns behind or place them unloaded in checked baggage as the law requires. Even then, you must let officials know that your gun is in that checked bag. In the last couple of years, the TSA reports that instances have doubled. In previous years, officials caught some 700 guns a year in airports across the country. But since 2010, the number has nearly doubled to around 1,400, averaging around 4 guns a day. This year, Kent County prosecutors have seen 4 cases out of the Gerald R. Ford International Airport alone. Some have suggested a complacency among travelers who simply aren't as careful the further we get from the September 11th attacks.
I answered a lot of questions.
While Bennett found himself in the hot seat, he says he was treated with respect by airport authorities and hopes others learn from his mistake.
It was inadvertent, not a terrorist or anything, and it was my fault.
Now, it is a misdemeanor charge, so Bennett will likely just have to pay a fine and move on, but he ended up being too late to catch his flight. He'll have to work that out with the airline. Reporting live at the Gerald R. Ford International Airport, Leon Hendricks, 24-hour News 8.